What's up? Patrick LaRouche here. You can find me at livepainfreeprocess.com. I'm an intuitive healing expert and the creator of the Live Pain Free Process. Today we're going to be going over something great because we're going after the step number 2 in the Live Pain Free Process. And if you don't know about the Live Pain Free Process, I designed it for the general person looking to get out of pain and understanding what's happening in their lives and understanding why it's happening. And it gives them the tools to get them out of pain consistently, all the time, and it works every single time as long as you follow the steps. And I've been noticing a lot of people saying that it's improving their athletic performance as well as giving them a pain-free life. They're doing all these different things and doing more with their lives, and they're enjoying it. So today, I'm excited to show you step number 2 within the pain-free process, and it's coming straight out of my workbook. It's going to be designed off of the concept of what it's like to have upper back pain all the time. So we're taking apart the concept of upper back pain. And what I want you to do is we want to sit in the pain-free mindset. We want to sit in the soup, right? Sit in the soup for upper back pain is all about getting you to understand that you have a lot of stuff back there, meaning emotionally you have a lot of things that's lingering out and it's stacking on top of you, mentally, physically, all these different things that you have on top of you, could reside in your upper back. I also seen a lot of cases where it comes up from the concept of lack of emotional support, like you're craving some emotional care, and it also locks up back there. It's also on the opposite end. You're holding back the emotional sensation, like you can't give it, you want to give it, but you can't give it, and something's stopping you. And I see it reside in the upper back as well. There's many different emotional aspects within upper back. Those are just a couple of that I found that comes in handy with that. And this is a quick example. Like, this is something that I refer to a lot in my workbook, because unless you understand what's happening on the emotional side, you'll never really truly be able to clean up things on the physical as well as the mental side. So this is something that's right out of my manual, something that you get when you get part of the process. And a quick example of how you could take this apart and what's happening in your world is exactly what just happened to me. I actually had to go through a process of moving. As you guys knew, I just moved into my first house. Yippee! Right? Once I moved in, I had a thought process that it's going to take this long. I pictured out the whole move. I saw everything. But what I did not understand was, how did I fill in a 1.5 bedroom apartment, fill up three 20-foot trucks. I had no clue I had that much junk, that much stuff. And it wasn't all junk because we utilized all of it. We made it all functional in our lovely little house, but I had no clue I had that much stuff. So on the third load of my 20-foot truck, when I only thought about it, us doing one trip with a 20-foot truck, what happened was I started to feel my upper back tightening because I started seeing things over and over again and saying things in my head. Is like, wow, why do I have so much stuff? Why do I have so much stuff? Why do I have so much stuff? And I ended up just really locking up my upper back. And now there's parts of my upper back that I really need to cater to and work with consistently. Not because I moved and that's the part that broke. There was an emotional side. There was an emotional attachment that happened there. That's what I want you guys to start recognizing. You want to start realizing that it's not always the tactical, the active stuff that you're doing. It's your body's talking to you in many different ways. So what did I have to do? I had to sit down and say, all right, for this to go away, I had to sit down, calm everything down, get my fight or flight mechanism to come down. I had to realize I have all this stuff and I have to get rid of it. I have to do all these different things. So I planned garage sales. I planned a dump. I planned to get rid of all these different things. And as the week started getting by and the house started to become not a box house, my back started to feel better naturally on its own. So on top of the fact that I was doing all my foam rolling, all my trigger pull work and stretching, I had to really take note on what's happening internally. Get me to realize that I do have a lot of stuff and I have to make a plan to get rid of it. And once I started making that plan, my body started to feel better and better. This is a side note. Through all of that and me working extra hard, I actually blew out my whole entire system. So I had to recap all of my stuff all over again. I had to do all my systems. I had to rehydrate myself, which took a whopping 3 days before my body could start really ramping up. Now, these are the things that you want to think about. How long does it take for you to go from an unhydrated state to a really hydrated state where your body can get better? So all those things come in place when you're talking about eliminating pain for the long term. It's not just, let me do my foam rolling, let me just do my trigger point work, let me just get back to the gym. It's what's happening emotionally. How is your internal system in its own? Did you completely bottom out your system where you have to start from scratch? If you start from scratch, it takes time to build that momentum back up. That's the whole concept of vitality. Vitality is your body just able to keep on going on its own, and the more it goes, the faster it goes. That's momentum, baby. It's momentum. But if you don't realize that that's what's happening now, your body's always going to glitch shut. It's always not going to stay long term. But if you start focusing on, the system, emotionally what's happening, and then make a plan to get yourself out of emotional, your physical will turn over. And then the little things that you do, like the foam rolling, trigger point, stretching, all the activities that you do will hold 10 times more. It will happen. All right? So this is your pain-free mindset for upper back. It's all about the stuff that you have emotionally stored back there, or a lack of emotional support, or you're not giving emotional support, right? All those things are happening. If you have any questions, please holla at me. I love answering these questions, and I'm still getting them in my inbox. Please, put them down below. Let's have a conversation that the world can see. Until next time, guys. Bye.